Welcome, my love light lifers. Natty T here, your vibrational coach, and I help artists, freelancers, and entrepreneurs use the law of attraction to create. Today, we are talking about 999. Woo! We're talking endings. If you're seeing 999 everywhere, or you're just seeing nines, specifically 999, you have come to the right place. You've come to the right place. We're going to talk about it. We're going to find out why, what might be happening to you if you're seeing 999. But I love synchronicity so much, and I'm a bit nosy, so pop it in the comments where you keep seeing your nines. I'm really interested to know. But now though, we're going to figure out why. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Also, if you just turned up just now, welcome to you guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining me. If you aren't a subscriber yet, make sure you just go and hit that button and the bell and just become one of us. Become one of us. You know you want to. Just do it. You'll have fun, I promise. But you will also figure out some stuff. Okay? We all want stuff, right? That's why we're here. Okay, let's talk about these nines now. Let's get into it. 999. This is interesting. Nines in general are interesting. We are heading towards the vibration of 0. 10s, also 0. Okay? A 10 breaks down to a 1, and we're not going to cover 10s in this series. And we're not going to cover them because they're double digits. We're talking triple digits. So 999 is where we stop. However, the zeros are a very good, if you go and watch the zeros, I'll explain it. You go and watch the zeros, it's probably just the best way to go about it. Go and watch the zeros, you'll understand how I'm telling you that from the nines, we're going to go to the zeros, okay? We're not going to 10, we're going to zeros, alright? That's where we're talking triple digits, what that means, and why that comes after 9, but also before 1. What's that about? Weird stuff. What we deal with here, though, isn't it? Just weird shit. Anyway, so what we're talking about is our triple nines. So if you're seeing triple nines, what's going to be going on in your frequency when you're looking at those nines? What are the nines trying to tell you? Especially when it comes to your career. And this is an interesting one because nines are actually really powerful, and I'll explain why. When we have been talking about our triple digits, we've been speaking in numerology terms of when we break the numbers down, if we put 3 of these specific numbers together, they do multiply. They multiply the vibration of whatever it is that particular number is. It's more potent. However, when we're talking about nines, we're not just talking about 3 nines together. Doesn't matter how many nines you put together, they always break down to 9. And that in itself is powerful, which is why I wanted to point out we're about to hit a 0 vibration. Okay? Nines are a place where we haven't quite met an ending, but we're just about to, okay? The beginning of the end hasn't begun. However, you're about to get to the beginning of the end. In other words, the end of what you're experiencing is the end. But there's a beginning of the end, and then there's an end to the end. There's an end to the beginning, and a beginning to the end. Okay, now I'm confusing myself, but you get what I'm talking about in the sense that we are not into a new beginning yet. However, we are in a vibration that is bringing it to you. The good news is that this is not a fight. It's very important. If you want to know what I'm talking about when I say it's not a 5, go watch the video on 5. You'll get it. 5s are disruptive, even though they are amazingly good for you. Really, really good for you. It's basically somebody coming in and doing the hard work for you, and you just have to suck it up. You just have to learn to suck it up. But that's not 9s. 9s are legitimate endings. They are an evolutionary ending. This is where you have completed the cycle. What it means is that when you're at 9, this is the universal angels or whatever you want to call it. This is the way of saying everything that you could possibly want from this situation has been had. Okay? You've gotten everything that you could possibly get out of this situation and you're ready to move on. The other way that a 9 will differ from a 5 is you will see it coming. It's always been there. For example, just before I finished up at uni, when I was doing my last trimester, I kept seeing 9s everywhere. It was no question to me what these 9s were about. Every time I see 9s, I know what they're about. I know that I'm finishing something up. Just like with uni, you will know if you can't see what's ending with a 9. If you keep seeing 9s and you can't tell what's ending, especially if you're seeing them in triples or quadruples, it's telling you need to end something. In other words, it might be, for example, you may be thinking about changing careers. I'm not feeling fulfilled in my career anymore. I think it's time for me to move on. Or it's time for me to get a promotion. Or it's time for me to start working with different clients. It's something you've considered doing. It's never hidden with 9s. It's something you know about. But if you're not seeing it, it may be that you're in a little bit of denial that you're done. And so that might happen. And if you don't allow the transition to just happen, you will hit a 5 moment where the universe just goes, you need that, and takes it away from you. Always for the best, but at the same time, you don't want to force that. But usually, when we're talking about 9s, it's a very natural progression. I knew when I started uni, eventually I would stop. I knew when I had completed my degree, I would stop going to uni. I knew that I would be dealing with a different life having a degree than before I had the degree. It was not a surprise. And when I started seeing the 9s, I knew what it was about. So why do we see the 9s if they can't help us? Well, of course they are helping us because they're just reflecting where we are. But if you want to take it a little bit further and get some advice from them, when you start seeing 9s, this is saying allow it to end. And that this ending is going to be a peaceful transition. Not a 5. We're not going to shake you all up. Okay, so when this ending happens, it's actually just going to slide into another part of your life. Everything's going to be cool. 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 Everything is cool. Alright? So the 9s are here to tell us that. There is an ending. You know what it is. You've always known what it is. Let's just roll. Because occasionally, like I said, if you get freaked out about it, you can turn it into a 5 moment real quick. But usually, because we've known that this ending would come, we don't usually have as much issue with it. But coming out of uni, you may not know where you're going to get your first job. You may not know what to do after you get out of uni. But this promises you that there is something, whether you see it or not, that it's going to roll into. Okay? And another reason why I wanted to mention that we are working towards the zero, because if you go and watch the zero video, the triple zeros, you will start to understand that it is the alpha and the omega, and that this particular vibration of zeros can often sometimes happen so seamlessly that one day you just wake up and you're in a one vibration, you started something new and you're like, wow, how did I get here? It just seemed like such a natural progression, and that's how you want it to feel. You want it to just feel like, as Abraham Hicks says, the next logical step. But when you look around, you will start to realize that where you are is much further along than you ever thought you could be. And that's the vibration of the 9 shifting into a 0. Okay? And so when we break it down, it's a 9. So you just watched the video on 9, so you know what that means too. And that's what makes it even more powerful. It doesn't matter how many 9s you add, it's just 9. It's 9. It's a pure vibration of 9. It's like a singular digit, but multiplied by itself. Oh my God. Oh, it's alright. In the next video, I'm going to do another video. It's going to be a tarot reading based on the energies of 999. If you want something a little bit more specific, it is going to just be a general reading, but there might be something in there that might resonate with you based on your specific situation in regards to your own career and your own processes and your own projects. You may find something interesting in there if the idea of that is resonating with you. Well, if that's resonating with you, head on over there. I will see you there.